Picture a meeting room. Someone is talking fast, gesturing, filling every silence with another point, another opinion, another reason they're right. And in the corner, someone else says almost nothing. They listen, they wait, and when they finally speak, the whole room goes quiet to hear it. That's not an accident. That's not charisma. That's something deeper. Quiet people make better decisions, and once you understand why, you'll never mistake silence for passivity again. Here's the first thing to understand. Talking and thinking are not the same process. In fact, they often compete with each other. When you're speaking, explaining, defending, filling space, your brain is busy performing. It's managing how you sound, how you're being perceived, what to say next. That's a lot of mental bandwidth spent on output. Quiet people spend that same bandwidth differently. While others are performing, they're processing. They're running the scenario forward. They're noticing what wasn't said, not just what was. And by the time they actually speak, they're not guessing. They've already done the thinking everyone else is still doing out loud. This is why the quiet person in the room often asks the one question that changes everything. Not because they're smarter, because they weren't busy talking while everyone else was busy thinking. There's a deeper layer here too. Loud reactions are often emotional reactions. When something goes wrong, the loud response is immediate. Frustration, panic, blame, all spoken in real time. But quiet people create a small gap between what happens and how they respond to it. That gap is where good decisions are actually made. Think about it like this. Emotion is fast. Judgment is slow. The person who reacts instantly is almost always reacting from emotion because judgment hasn't had time to catch up yet. The quiet person isn't slower because they're less capable. They're slower because they're waiting for judgment to arrive before they open their mouth. And here's something most people get wrong about quiet people. They assume silence means agreement, or worse, that it means having nothing to offer. But often, silence is just discretion. Quiet people have learned that not every thought needs to be said out loud. Not every disagreement needs to become a debate. They choose their moments instead of spending them all. This restraint isn't weakness. It's a kind of selective conservation, saving their words for when they'll actually matter, instead of spreading them thin across every passing thought. There's also a simple, almost overlooked advantage quiet people have. They get more information. People tend to keep talking around someone who isn't filling the silence, and the longer someone talks, the more they reveal. Their real concerns, their hesitations, the thing they almost didn't say. Quiet people end up holding more of the picture simply because they made room for others to keep painting it. So the next time you're in a room and someone says very little, don't mistake that for having very little to offer. They might just be doing something most people have forgotten how to do. They're thinking before they speak. They're feeling before they react. And when they finally do say something, it's not because they couldn't hold it in any longer. It's because they decided it was finally worth saying.